Topic: Will there be a rapture at the end of the world? Introduction. The idea of the rapture, the sudden taking away of believers to meet Christ in the air, is one of the most discussed topics in Christian eschatology, study of the end times. However, not all Christians agree on when, how, or even if it will happen the way many imagine. 1. What is the rapture? The word rapture itself doesn't appear in most English Bibles. It comes from the Latin word raptura, meaning to seize or to carry off, based on 1 Thessalonians 4:16 to 17 tense. For the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a shout, and the dead in Christ will rise first. Then we who are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. Key ideas. Christ will descend. Dead believers will rise. Living believers will be caught up with them. 2. Different Christian views on the pre-tribulation rapture. Believers are taken before a period of great suffering, the tribulation. Mid-tribulation rapture. Believers are taken halfway through the tribulation. Post-tribulation rapture. Believers go through the tribulation and are taken up at the second coming. No rapture as separate event. Some believe the rapture and the final resurrection at the second coming are the same event. 3. Will it happen at the end of the world? If by end of the world you mean final judgment and destruction, some points to note. 2 Peter 3:10 says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, and the earth and the works that are therein shall be burned up." Matthew 24:29 to 31 suggests that after tribulation, Jesus comes in glory, sends angels to gather his elect, sounding similar to a rapture-like event tied closely to the end. This suggests that yes, there will be a catching away of the faithful at the end, but it's closely linked with the final return of Christ, not necessarily a secret or separate event long before judgment. 4. Theological reflections. The idea of being caught up symbolizes hope for believers, that death and suffering will not have the final say. It also calls for readiness. Jesus warns often to watch because the day and hour are unknown. Matthew 24:42.